This tutorial that I'm going to do for you today is going to be kind of a play test of products I've been fooling around with lately. I picked up the Benefit, I think it was like Fantastic Four or something. Basically, Ulta did this crazy sale where they sold all of these like kind of small sample size products for like skin stuff. It was like 24 bucks or something, I want to say. And I went and picked it up because I've been wanting to try a lot of Benefit stuff for a long time. So the stuff I'm going to be using is the Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer. I'm going to use the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Brightening Makeup, the Fakeup Concealer, and the Hello Flawless Setting/Concealing Powder. The other thing I'm going to be playtesting for you today is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. I normally use powder for my brows, and I'm going to be using this today. New stuff, goodies. I'm going to play with them. In a separate video after this, I'm going to also do this eye look, so if you're interested in knowing how I did this, it's just like kind of a smoky green toned look. I'm going to upload another video with showing you how I did that, as well as the lips. So feel free to check that other stuff out and the rest of the stuff on my channel, and if you want to see how I did my skin today, feel free to keep watching. Okay, so far all I've done on my skin is wash it and use moisturizer, and it's had enough time to kind of sit in, so it doesn't feel, you know, tacky or anything. So I'm going to start with the Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer by Benefit. And isn't this so cute? Like this little baby size. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to kind of streak it around a little bit on this side of my face to start, and then I'm going to kind of rub it in. And I've seen some videos where people are using this primer and they don't rub it in, they just put it straight on and then do the rest of their face, and I want to make sure I get it everywhere, so I would rather rub it in. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my knockoff beauty blender, and I'm going to wet it really quick. I got my sink right here. Just kind of get it wet, wring it out, dry it off. It's all nice and plump, okay? And I'm also trying out this foundation that came in the pack. It is the, there we go, the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Brightening Makeup. Okay, now instead of putting this straight on the sponge, I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. And I'm going to dot that strategically on my face. Now this foundation is quite thin, very liquidy. I mean, it's a liquid foundation, so you're probably like, duh, but alright. And then I'm going to take my sponge, kind of wipe the excess off the back of my hand, and just kind of go in and bounce around and blend it into my skin. Now, since I'm also trying this out, I'm going to go in with Benefit's Fakeup. Make sure you can see it. There we go. Okay. Also, super cute packaging. Benefit, what the hell with the super cute packaging. Alright, so I'm going to take that under my eyes and just kind of dot it. Around my nose. Under here, and anywhere else that I want just a little bit of extra coverage, nothing insane. And thankfully my skin's in pretty good shape right now, so I don't really need tons of extra coverage anyway. Okay, now at this point I could go in with my beauty blender again, which I'm going to go ahead and do. I've also been play testing Hard Candy's Glamouflage, but since I don't really have any breakouts today that really need that kind of coverage, I don't really want to use it because it is a little bit heavy, so I'm just sticking with the light stuff today. Just blending it all out. So yeah, I'm kind of testing a lot of things right now. I'm testing products and techniques, like using this sponge. I mean, I've used sponges before, and I really do like the finish I get from sponges, but I've been hearing about this sponge for a long time, and I just had to try it out. So I will show you another thing that I've been using this sponge for. And apparently you can do this with both powder and cream, but I'm going to use cream blush today. And it's in something special by MAC. It's just nice coral shade. It's very nice. And I'm going to go in with the part on top that I didn't use for concealer and foundations, like the other half. And I will tell you why momentarily. So I'm just going to get some of the blush on there and just kind of set it on my face. Okay. And then I'm going to use the side that has residual foundation and concealer on it to blend that out so that it's not overpowering. And I hope the light is good enough that you can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Ah, blush is done. Super easy. Okay, so another thing that I've been kind of playing around with is the Hello Flawless powder. And it came in the same pack, you know, as all those other things, and I was too excited I had to try them all. So, and it's just like a pressed powder. It says it has concealing properties. I don't know. I mean, I wish I had something to conceal, so I would know. But I'm going to use my beauty blender on this too. I just discovered this the other day, the idea of using this sponge for powder. So I'm going to do that. And yes, I'm putting it on top of my blush. It just makes the blush really subtle. Now, if I wanted crazy blush, I wouldn't necessarily do that. But I'm just going to do the same kind of patting thing that I did before. And this is a nice trick because it keeps your powder from looking overly like chalky, you know? I mean, some powders just, that happens, you know, when they get on your face, they just look really chalky. Okay, so now that I've got my skin all powdered and stuff, it still has a nice kind of dewy but mostly matte look from using the sponge. Kind of helps me out with that. I'm going to also use the sponge for my contouring. This is crazy. I'm going to go in with my NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny, which I love to use. It's kind of the only thing I use for contouring. And I'm just going to get my beauty blender in there. And I'm going to get the part that doesn't have anything on it yet. And I'm going to, you know, find my cheekbones and drag that out. And yeah, that looks super extreme. Don't worry. Gonna do that underneath here too. Gonna do it up here. And around my hairline. I'm just doing this side for starters. Okay, and then I'm going to take the part that I used my regular setting powder on to blend that out. Kind of dull it down a bit. You see? Okay, so my contouring is complete. Very, very subtle. And that does it for the skin. The other thing that I am testing out right now, that I'm kind of excited about, is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. And this was a freebie at Ulta. It's very exciting getting freebies. But one side of it has like a spoolie brush, which is cool. I'm trying to make it so you can see. There we go. And so I'm just going to use that to brush all of my brows up. Okay? Make sure you can see that. focus, camera. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so they're all brushed up. And now I'm going to take the other side, which is a pencil, and it's like a flat pencil. See that? It's like flat. Very interesting. And I don't normally use pencil. I normally use powder, and then I said I would gel. But I have a lot of friends who use pencil, and I thought I want to know what the hype is about. So I'm going in a rather messy, not actually straight, a straight line underneath, kind of connecting all the brow hairs under here. Okay. And that's mostly because I have some sparsity in my brows at the front. So straight line. I continue that line kind of subtly back here, and then follow it down like that. Looks kind of ridiculous so far. Stay with me. And then I just go in little tiny strokes and make sure I get the places where I'm kind of bare. Pencil does stick to that better than powder, I won't lie. Okay, just kind of going up. Okay. And kind of pulling it, not pushing down that hard through the rest of the brows so that the color is consistent. I do prefer for my brows to be a little more red in tone, but it's fine. This is what we're working with. It is a fairly neutral color. Oh, brow number one. So my brows look crazy loud, which is insane. I apologize for how insane they look. And I like to do my brows first really just because, I don't know, I like to get an idea of how they're going to look. They make such a huge difference on the face that I feel like I need them before I can proceed to the rest of my eye makeup. But I am still going to set them with my brow gel. And this is the Ardell Brow Sculpting Gel. And mine is stained as hell. We've been over that. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the eyes, which I will post in another video because I feel like experimenting with eye makeup today. We'll see what happens.